there are a number of symptoms that we would put into the frontal lobe symptoms, and we talked about more cognitive issues, forgetfulness, concentration. What about thinking? You have problems with thinking?
I think too much now, whereas, I used to get up, take the shower, or go running, or everything used to just be, this is what I got to do. I got to make money, go to work. Now it's like, okay, Mr. Johnson's coming. How do I do this? How do this? When do I pack? How much do I pack? How little do I pack? I'm overthinking meetings and doctors.
Let's talk about that specifically, because I did an interview about 10 days ago in Florida, and it's not been published yet. But the mother of the injured person described, because it was a change in his routine, he has a fairly routine day-to-day, and having the interview with me that day had completely consumed him for that day. From the moment he got up for a noon appointment, from 7 o'clock in the morning, all he could do is sit and wait for the interview. Did you find that to be somewhat true for you as well?
Totally, and more than just today, though.
Explain.
Well, all weekend long, and it was a holiday weekend, and I knew I didn't have a lot to do. I knew there was certain records I wanted to bring, and that always comes into play, like with new doctors as well. What records do I bring? What don't I bring? When do I leave? How do I get there? Am I going to take the bus? Am I going to ride my bike? I mean, it just gets to be a playlist of things, and until you filter that out. And the other thing is getting to the point where you get A done so you can get to B. And that's been a problem too. I didn't pack last night until almost 10 o'clock. And I posted on Facebook, I said, I better start packing.
But you've been talking about it on Facebook for days.
Getting to A sometimes is very difficult, because you go, all right, what do I do first? Do I go get medical records? Do I get my legal records and show them that? Do I get my clothes? Do I wash clothes? It just gets to be like, what do you do first?
One of the aspects of frontal lobe problems, and we're now moving into some more classic frontal lobes, and there's no hard distinction between cognitive and frontal lobes, but is the inability to have a sense, for example, of when enough is enough. You aren't, this is an interview, you're not going to be evaluated like you would formally for, did you have a hard time sorting out what really to do in this interview? I mean, did you get carried away with it? I mean, is it obsessed with it?
No, because I saw your first video at waiting.com, I'm saying somewhere around 2007, and through my door-to-door sales, hotel, darts, I mean, I've seen a lot of, I've served the world. I've served Dr. Henry Lee. I've served Jim Rice from the Red Sox. I've driven limousine for Antoine Walker of the Celtics. So, you're a star quality. You are. I mean that. But I was very excited to meet you, but I felt like I did. And waiting.com, when you come on there and you say, the family is going through an awful lot right now, and what you're thinking about, and what you've got to settle, and what's your kid going to be like, or whatever. I'm not quoting you exactly, I know that, but I kind of knew that you were just somebody that really cares about the business of brain injury, would want to listen, will ask questions related to brain injury, but all of it, instead of being like a nurse case manager, as soon as they heard the word drinking, would leave and go start a whole slander campaign. I think you're going to take all of this in. I think you understand my deficits, what I can and can't do, and I was excited about getting that out. And then there's a lot of people on our Facebook page too that are pretty excited to hear about what's going on here. So no, it was very relaxing for me.